One intervention that I use quite frequently is for students that are struggling making friends. And the one thing that I just hate to see is any student ever eating alone or eating, in the cafeteria and is isolated and doesn't have any friends. And so you go into the cafeteria and you just observe and you look around and you see the dynamics and you see what's going on. And so for those students, I reach out to them and I talk to them and see if we can kind of nudge a little friendship. And I have lunch bunch with the counselor. And I'll ask that student, who are a couple of students in your classes that you might be able to connect with or that you would like to foster a friendship with. And they'll tell me, and we'll have a little private lunch bunch. And I very strategically force kind of that conversation and get them talking together. And then I kind of step and move away and let them build on that. And so Lunch Bunch with the counselor has been a great tool for helping students connect with each other and build relationships. And speaking of the remote students and virtual, they have felt very isolated during this time and not connected to school. So one thing that we're doing with all of our school counselors, we're doing Lunch Bunch with the counselor remotely. And that has been a huge success. My sixth graders, I have between 20 and 30 that log on Tuesdays and Fridays during lunch. And we just use that as social time so they can connect with their other remote students. We play trivia games, we play virtual bingo, we play music, and it's just a time for them to relax and meet their other peers. And I think one thing that has been really important with that is that they see they're not alone. If they're behind the screen all day and they're in class, they're thinking, well, I'm the only one, I'm the only remote student. So they're making those connections and seeing that they're not alone. So it's really being present and very visual and see what's going on in the hallways, in the classrooms, in the cafeteria, and being out in the hallway so you can connect with your students.
What I had noticed, especially in my district, but I had noticed, some things have been happening in our community, and we can't avoid or we can't be passive aggressive to, certain things that may happen in the community, but still affect the school as a whole. And so I knew that the community in Atlantic City had the morale had kind of been down. That can impact all of us. It impacts our students. It impacts the teachers who are teaching the students. It impacts the parents. And so because I had so much stuff in my office, what I did, I had some of these like little affirmation, like little chips, like affirmation chips. And again, because we were at this time on a hybrid schedule, it was much easier for me to really encourage the Monday, Wednesday students and the Tuesday, Thursday students, and just anybody who was in the building. And so, some of the affirmation chips said, you're resilient, take your time, or today, whatever your best is enough. And everybody, I had gotten so many emails from the teachers about how much they just appreciated just that like little token of, oh, you know what I mean? We aren't in this alone. Where we're in the building and we're still trying to social distance, and you might now have a class, like you said, Eric, you might have a class now of 7 when it used to be 17, and that's on Monday, and then you have another 6 on Tuesday. And so I think that the affirmation chips really did help. I mean, they even helped me. And then I got my steps in because I'm walking around the building and I'm connecting. Because now when I'm connecting with the students who even come in the building, it's a shield between us. It's extremely, not personal anymore. And so it gave me the opportunity to walk to class and engage with every student that was in the classroom, to do the same thing for the teacher. And another thing that I think really helped too, because then if the students were fully remote, those SEL theme or focus calendars, y'all know what I'm talking about? Like March was something, April was something, and every day it challenged us all to do something different. Go outside today, take a walk around your block, give somebody a compliment. They really worked too, because it really challenged a lot of us just to get out of the comfort zone or us really fantasizing about, well, when are we going to get back to normal, instead of really accepting and building the resilience that we needed to accept the new normal. And I got a lot of different email from a lot of teenagers and high school students who are still in my Google Classroom from when I was counseling at Atlantic City High School, but they're still in this, it's still, seeing the things that I'm putting in my Google Classroom. And they're saying, like, Miss Owens, like, January's calendar was lit. Thank you so much. Out of the 31, different daily challenges, I did at least 15, and how it really helped them. And so, that whole positive affirmation and positive psychology really works. And I mean, I think it's simple tools like that, in some cases they may think that, again, us as school counselors are crazy, but those are the practical things that we know to work.